Most people who run ads to sell their coaching program, they get it completely wrong. And they usually end up just wasting thousands of dollars, and then they just label it as, oh, ads don't work anymore. When in reality, ads do work as long as you work. Now, we all know that running ads is the easiest and the best way to scale your coaching offer. Obviously, building a brand organically on social media is good. It's obviously free to market to those people, so your margins are good. It's easier to convert those people because they typically have greater trust. However, you're not in control. It's harder to scale. You can't wake up one day and be like, right, I'm going to get 1 million views today. I'm going to get in front of like 1 million new people. You can't do that. You're not in control of the algorithm. You're not in control of how much exposure your content gets. But with ads, you are in control. You can wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm going to show this ad to 1 million different people. Now, obviously, there's a cost to that, so it can be expensive if you do it wrong. So I want to run down exactly in this video the best type of ads to run for a coaching offer. Because what most people do, and this is why they lose so much money, or at least like they can't scale to the profit that they want, is they'll typically run ads. And this is not their fault, it's because this is what a lot of people teach. And they'll run ads, and they'll run ads with a very direct offer, which is, we'll make you this much money, or you will achieve this big result in this short time frame, and we'll even back it up with a guarantee, or we'll work with you for free until you do. You've heard it all before, right? Everyone's saying the same shit in slightly different ways, and the only way people are trying to better their competition is by offering like a bigger guarantee or using a bigger claim. Now, those type of ads, they can work and they will work, but they won't work for the long term. And eventually they'll stop working and you'll start losing money. Or it's too competitive in the first place and you just sound like every other person in your niche and they're just not even going to work and you're going to lose money from day one. But people get confused because they're like, well, why are my ads not working? It's a really good offer. It's a really good guarantee. Like, surely people would be stupid not to buy from me. But the reality is, people have just got blind to those types of ads. They all sound the same. They all look the same. They're all regurgitating Hormozi's $100 million offers. And they're just not that effective anymore. So if you are running ads like that, then it's very likely that they're losing you money. And the reason why is, number one, like I said, it's super competitive. But if you look at your total market of the people that could potentially buy from you, when you run ads to like a really direct offer like that, they're only speaking to a very small percentage of the market that are ready to buy. Because if you go into the newsfeed and you're like, we will help you start an e-commerce store and we'll get you to 100K per month. And if you don't, blah, 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 right? And you give them the offer. The only people that are going to respond positively to that and buy is someone who has already made up their mind that, number one, they want to make money online. Number two, that e-commerce is the best way to do it. And number three is that they've decided that now is the time for them to start because they hate what they're currently going through. They either hate their current job or their current business, or they're sick of being broke, or whatever the big pain points are for starting an e-commerce store. That has got to a point where the pain is just too much that they need to start. So they are just ready to buy. So the fact that people buy from ads like that isn't because the marketing is so good or that the ad is so good. It's just that the prospect is so desperate and it's just the right time for them to start. So they see the ad and they're like, boom, I'm ready to buy. But the reality is you've got a very small percentage of the market that are ready for that. And that's why either, number one, you might run ads like that in the beginning and they might work in the short term, but you're going to struggle to scale and eventually they'll start losing you money. Or number two, they never work. And the reason why is because everyone's running the same ads. That small percentage of the market, let's say it's like 3% of people, you've got thousands of people advertising to that 3%. So it's very, very hard to make money if that is your marketing strategy. And that's why those type of ads either just don't work at all or they at least don't work in the long term. So we don't like to run ads for that. We can run some ads for that, but realistically, if you want to grow and scale and make a lot of money, you can't just rely on those types of ads alone. So below the people, the say 3% of people that are ready to buy, You have another block of people, which is slightly bigger. Let's say it's like 15 to 20%. And these people, they know they have a problem that they want solved. They're aware of different solutions to solve that problem. And now they're basically in the process of kind of deciding like which one they want to go for, or if they want to go for it at all. So you would call it like information gathering mode. So for example, if someone hates their job and they're aware that they hate their job, they're also aware of the solutions, which are to make money online. Maybe they're aware of trading. Maybe they're aware of Amazon FBA. Maybe they're aware of like becoming a remote closer. Maybe they're aware of starting an agency. They're aware of all these different solutions. They've probably seen ads before. They've probably consumed content on YouTube about it. And now they're in that process of like, do I want to do this? And if I do, which one am I going to go for? And then you've got a group of people underneath that, and that's even bigger. Let's say it's like 30+% of the market. And these people are aware that they've got a problem, but they're not aware of the solution. So for example, they're aware that they hate their job and they want to leave their 9 to 5, but they aren't aware of the different ways to make money online. Now, the best types of ads are the ads that transition those people to the next stage, and they turn them into buyers. So what you want to do is create an ad that turns someone who is only problem aware, and you want to educate them on the solution, and then you want to educate them on why your solution is the best so they become a buyer. Or you want to target the people who are problem aware and solution aware, but they're just not ready to buy yet. They're gathering the information. You want to create an ad that transitions them into buyers. And the reason why these are the best ads to run is because they're obviously targeting a much larger percentage of the potential market. Instead of you competing with the thousands of other advertisers just targeting the people who are just ready to buy, that small 3%, you're marketing to like an extra 40, 50% of the market that would buy as long as like the marketing and the messaging is good enough. So as long as your marketing, your messaging transitions someone from problem aware to solution aware to get ready to buy, then you can make a lot of money, and those are the best ads to run. Because number one, there's just more people, so there's more people to sell to, more people to make money from. But number two, it's less competitive. Because like I said, most people are just running the really direct ads, which are like, hey, we'll make you this much money or your money back. So they're only targeting the people who are ready to buy. So not only is there less competition, but there's more customers to go for. So if you really want to make money with your coaching offer with ads and you want to scale it, those are the best ads to run. So now we know kind of like what we're trying to achieve with the ads. How would you actually write ads like that? And there's two ways that we like to transition those people to become, or those two groups of people to become buyers. We like to do it with either focusing on a misconception or providing a unique solution. So for example, the people who are in information gathering mode, who are problem aware and they are solution aware, they have all of these different solutions that they're considering. And maybe they've even like tried some solutions that haven't worked for them in the past, and now they're again like reconsidering their options. The best way to transition those people into buyers and to get them to choose your offer and your solution versus all your competitors is you can talk about a misconception that people have when it comes to the solution. So a simple example of this would be if you're running like a weight loss offer, then a big misconception in the marketplace is that you need to cut out carbs in order to lose weight. So if I'm someone who's looking to lose weight, I might be looking at these different people talking about these different workout programs, these different diets. And a lot of the messaging is going to be like, you need to cut your calories down. And the way to do that is to like cut down the carbs. Now, if you can create an ad that busts this misconception, and maybe your argument or your angle is that you can actually lose weight without cutting out carbs. And in fact, it's been proven that if you cut out carbs too much, then that's going to actually make you put on weight even more, right? I'm not saying this is factual, but I'm just saying like that's the type of angle that you want to go for, because that is basically going to separate you from all the different solutions out there. Plus, it plays into the psychology of the person who wants to lose weight, which realistically, not many of us like the idea of cutting out carbs completely. Just like many of us don't like the idea of spending, 4 hours a day inside the gym or just doing lots of cardio. So if you can position your offer in a way that goes against a lot of the messaging in the market, you can separate yourself and differentiate yourself. So you could be like, a misconception is people feel like they need to lose carbs to lose weight. Well, my way of losing weight doesn't require you to cut out carbs at all. Again, that's like a really basic example, but that is how you can create like a misconception in the marketplace. Another example would be if someone is like looking how to make money online. Obviously, people follow all of the YouTubers and all the Instagram influencers and all the fitness people online as well. So for some people, a misconception could be that if you really want to make money online in 2024, then you need to like build a brand on social media, right? So you could run an ad and your angle could be, well, most people assume that if you need to make money, you need to become like an influencer, you need to post content. Well, I've actually got like an introverted way to make money online where you can make money online without ever showing your face, blah, 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 right? Again, that's an angle that a lot of people use. But again, it's a misconception of what people to believe to be true. So the main thing that you want to create in your ads is a shift in belief system. A lot of your prospects who are considering different solutions, the reason why they haven't pulled the trigger and bought yet is because they have certain beliefs around those solutions that's stopping them to buy. So if you can shift those beliefs and change the way they understand how to achieve that end goal, whether it's to make money, build a business, lose weight, get a girlfriend, whatever it is, if you can shift the way they view that and change their belief system on what's possible, then they are going to go to you and they're going to buy from you. Another way to do that as well is through, again, focusing on, and it's very similar, is focusing on your unique mechanism. So again, if someone is considering like how to make money online, then they're going to have information on like what are the best ways to do that. So if you can come to the market with a completely unique solution, so for example, if someone's like tried to make money in the past, say with like trading or something like that, trading Forex or whatever it is, or trading stocks, if they've tried and failed at that before, then they're not just going to pay someone else who offers them the same thing, right? If you're competing against other people teaching trading, then if you just have the same process to get results with trading as your competitors, then obviously someone who's already bought something before and failed with that, they aren't going to then go to you and pay you for it. So you need to, again, come up with like a unique system or a unique way that you get results compared to your direct competition. And that is going to allow someone who's already tried and failed in the past to come and buy from you. So it could be in like the trading example, it could be like a unique way that you like measure the charts, or maybe you have like some protocols that you follow that allow you to like always be profitable with trades. I'm not a trader, so I don't have a clue about actually how you would do that. But that is kind of like the angle that you want to go for. You need like a unique methodology or a unique way to get results, because that is then going to be like, okay, cool. I might have like tried and failed at that in the past, but it was because of the method I was following. And this guy is now promising me like a new method, effectively. So that's like the main things that you wanna focus on in your ad. And if you focus on that in going against common misconceptions in the marketplace, or creating like a completely unique mechanism or solution for your offer, then that is going to educate people on, hey, don't try and solve your pain point by following these ways. Do it my way, which is unique, it's better, it's more effective, et cetera, right? And you can achieve all the things that you want without all the different things that you hate. Effectively, that's what you're trying to get across in your messaging. And if you do that, you will transition people from just being problem aware or problem solution aware, and you will transition them into buyers. And those are the best ads that you want to run. It's educating your prospects essentially on why your unique solution is the best solution for the specific problem. So first off, you need to come up with like a unique marketing angle for that. But secondly, what you also need to do is that you can't just rely on your word alone. So you need some form of proof, right? So in your ads, you want to make sure that you're making this argument on why your solution is the best. You're educating them so they're ready to buy. But to get them ready to buy, they really need to see proof that it works. So it could either be your own proof with your own story and your own results. Even better, if you've got like clients or testimonials or social proof that it works for other people as well, even better. Now, if you don't have those and you can't show those and you can't show any proof or credibility in that sense, then you need some form of like logical or like scientific proof. So if we go back to like the weight loss angle, you need to come up with some form of like scientific proof to say like, hey, cutting out carbs completely makes you put on weight. Or, you know, sometimes some form of scientific argument with like data or research from like a credible source, or like you could probably get away with a semi-credible source because rarely people are going to check the sources in your ads, but obviously the more credible, the better. And you need to come up with some form of like scientific argument or logical argument that proves your claim to be true. So if your claim is cutting out carbs completely is the worst way to lose weight and it actually helps you put on weight and your unique way is better, you need to show the research and the data behind that. So they can look at it and be like, okay, wow, like this person's right. Like I didn't know this to be true. You can't just make these arguments and these claims in your ads without some form of proof. So obviously, ideally, it would be testimonials or social proof that it's worked for so many people, but also like the scientific / logical proof as well is also super important. So I think that's pretty much like the main things. Those are like the best type of ads. So don't just focus on being super direct and be like, hey, we'll make you $1 million. If you can come up with a unique angle and also use your ad to educate the people on why your solution is the best, those are the best types of ads to run. And they're also scalable because again, you're targeting like 40 to 50% of the entire market that would actually buy from you. You're not just like targeting and competing with like 3% of the market, which is what most people do. And you'll find that the ads that you see time and time again on Facebook that are running for the longest, or on YouTube that just consistently pop up month after month, they have those elements and those education elements into it.